It's so weird without the intro. The intro at least let us know.
Yeah, we need to play it from our phone or something. But
welcome to the Awesome Life Podcast. I am Mr. Phoenix.
Yeah, we're chilly.
This is episode 70.
We're back, man.
Gentleman's sweep. Both our teams got the gentleman's sweep. Yes. We should have came on this episode with a monocle and a top hat.
Yeah.
I
broom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congrats.
Cheers to that.
Both our teams also won the first game of the second round as well.
Wait, what?
I mean, Miami won today.
Yeah.
And then Denver won.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did play.
They beat the brakes off them too, Doug.
I wouldn't say the Heat beat the brakes off the Knicks. It was a close game.
And
they pulled away at the end. But I'm excited. Yeah. I really didn't expect the Heat to be playing this well. I did pick Heat in 6, but it was more like a wishful thought at the time. I knew we had the coaching and the grit to compete with them. And I said to my boy, if we win game 1, we're winning in 6.
Well, the last game was the craziest, dude, because they were down like 17.
I thought we were done. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to game 6.
Dude.
We're gonna win it in Miami.
And then they came back.
And
Jimmy Butler at the end, dude. I swear he wasn't gonna get it. He just threw it up in a prayer.
It was like a shot put.
And he did push off the guy, but no one's gonna.
That dude also is flopped. So yes, it was a push off, but he sold it.
Yeah.
It's a foul, but it doesn't matter. They missed calls all game long on both sides.
Yeah.
But Jimmy's 56 points. I mean, fire. Absolute fire. In 2 games, he scored 98 points. That hasn't been done since Jordan. It's been a grip. Oh, damn.
He's got some Kobe in him, man.
He's got some Kobe in him.
He got some Kobe.
Yo, listen, I love Jimmy Butler. He's become the 3rd best Heat. He's my 3rd favorite Heat. I think he cemented himself in Heat history, even though we've had him only for 4 years.
Yeah.
It's Wade first, then LeBron.
Hard to argue.
Yeah, I mean, we got to 4 finals with LeBron and won 2 of them.
Sure.
And then Wade got us our first chip.
Mm-hmm.
He did that at such a young, but like
right on the wall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
These young cats out here, are talking Jimmy up like he's the best Heat we ever had.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how good Dwayne was. And he did it early on in his career. I mean, his second year. They were competing to go to the championship. The 3rd year he won it. He was playing. He was arguably top 5 player his 3rd or 4th year in this, in the franchise. So
fair enough, man.
But no,
I think the Heat, as long as Jimmy's okay and his ankles isn't too fucked, I think they win the series.
Yeah, we're gonna have a repeat of probably Eastern Conference Finals of last year. I'm hoping that Philly wins it. Because let me tell you, we got Philly's fucking number. You heard it here first. We got Philly's fucking number. Hey, listen, if the Heat don't make it, I would love for the Philly to make it. Harden doesn't have a ring. I like Joel. He's probably going to be the MVP. He'll be announced, next week?
I think the 11th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But it won't be him. It'll be Jokic again.
It's not.
3rd time
no, bro. You gotta understand. It's called recency bias. Not recency bias. Voter fatigue.
Sure.
You get tired of voting for the same person.
Yep.
It happened to LeBron. So LeBron, the 2 years before, he came to the Heat, he won it, and then he came to the Heat, and they didn't give it to him. They gave it to D Rose. And then LeBron won it 2 more times after that. And then KD won it. I mean, that was arguably KD won it the last year that he played for the Heat. And honestly, LeBron's numbers, any of those seasons could be number 1. Could have been number 1. I mean, shit. This year, if you just look at the stat line, don't look at his record. You look at his stat line: 30 points, averaging 8.6 rebounds and 7.3
LeBron this year?
this year.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Yeah, like in year 30. The problem is he missed a lot of games, and
The Heat
the
were-
Lakers
Lakers were like 8th. And,
their record is just trash.
No, I mean, it's true. We'll see the same thing with Patrick Mahomes in the next coming years. They'll find a way to give it to Joe Burrow, but
Here's the difference between football and basketball. Football, it goes to the best player, period. That the MVP goes to the most valuable player, whereas
most of the time.
most of the time,
It's also who's having the best season, not necessarily the best player.
no. But I'm telling you, look at the stats. Whereas basketball, it's the best player on the best team, like typically. So like
That's the same with football, though. If your team sucks,
Adrian Peterson won it in a year.
yeah, but that's rare. Again, that was how many? That was 10 plus years ago.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes won it. It's not his record isn't why he won it.
But he also had the best record in the AFC.
But he didn't have the best record overall. And Jalen Hurts' numbers were good enough to win it. And he had a better record.
He got injured at the end, though. That's why he fell out of the conversation. And did he have a better record? I'm pretty sure they were both 14 and 3. I'm pretty sure.
Let's see. Hold on. I'll fact check your ass. Eagles 2020.
Either way, we saw in the Super Bowl
season.
why, who ultimately was better.
Okay, let's see. What is 14 and 3? Yeah, they did have the same record. Either way, it's typically the best player wins it in football. Whereas in basketball, your record is 90% of it. No, it's not 90%. It's 50% of it. Where in football, I think it's more the play and how valuable that player is to that franchise.
Or you got to do something that's
spectacular. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, when he won it a couple of years ago, I think most rushing yards of a QB ever. So something, but hey, it's an exciting time again,
dude. I'm not exactly rooting for your team.
Yeah, too.
But
you've lived here long enough.
I want LA. I want LA to win next round and face the Nuggets, and I think I'm gonna go see LeBron play for the first time. I've never seen LeBron play. He was in. I just thought he was gonna be with the Heat for the rest. Can you go somewhere, bro? I can hear every step, and so can our audience. One. Yo, what's up, Cam? But yeah, what's up, Cam?
Dude, the Nuggets are good, man. They have a good all-around squad.
Jamal
Murray is underrated as hell. That dude is absolutely.
I wouldn't say he's underrated because he's directly the reason why you guys didn't go further in the playoffs last year.
He wasn't there.
Exactly. He's not underrated. Everyone knows that they need him.
He's one of the top point guards in the league, bro.
As good as Jokic is, you go as far as Jamal Murray goes. Jokic is going to get his numbers. If Jamal Murray's hot, you guys can win. You guys can realistically sweep the Suns, but I don't think it's happening.
I think a gentleman's sweep is in order again, but I don't know about the full sweep.
Want to put money on it? I'll give you 2-1 odds.
2-1?
Yeah. You put up 20, I put up 40.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
On the gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, there we go.
Because then, dude might go to game 5. I see him close it out. I don't know, though, dude, because I think I'd rather save the money and take the chances on most likely to play the Lakers. Because those tickets are going to be fucked.
Nuts.
And not just that, I'm going to want to drink. Dude, you know how much three doubles cost us?
Like
$100.
I was just about to say.
Like $100.
Inflation's a motherfucker. Yo, they get you. It's like anything else. You ever been? When's the last time you've been to Disney World? Have you done it as an adult, as a drinking adult?
Not as a drinking adult. I was like 20 or something. last time.
Let me tell you, bro. Those
They
fucking high gross you, all the secures, everything
Pikes Peak.
on every drink. You know, fuck sporting events for that. Because I remember when we went to go to the UFC event, I think I spent on one beer and some nachos, and I spent like $35. Like, what the fuck did I just? What did they put in this to make it that expensive? Nothing.
It's just the convenience.
It's not convenient. It's not.
Well,
I gotta go down these steep ass steps, bro, and pray not to fall down.
That shit was steep. Yeah. The T-Mobile Arena, right?
Yeah, T-Mobile Arena.
That shit. And you can fall right off that ledge, bro. There's no
nothing saving you,
rail or anything.
I promise you, someone's falling off that
probably, yeah.
At least one person.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to sit directly into that either. You have someone
just fucking fall right on.
Yep.
Break your neck. Yeah.
Real easy. But yeah, we'll see, man. There's a lot of good basketball ahead. I do love playoff basketball. Shout out the Avs, Game 7 tonight. They're gonna beat the fucking Kraken.
Speaking of which, let's see what the Cats are doing right now. End of the second, 2-1. Let's go, Cats.
We'll see. But yo, man, explain what happened with your basement.
Oh, why I gotta tell everyone? Why I gotta tell everyone about
talk about it, man?
That's why I'm drinking again. I started drinking again because of that. So check it. A fucking random pipe just burst, and I wasn't home to turn it off. And by the time
just for no fucking reason.
Just for no fucking reason. Well, Alex took a look at the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like when they were doing the renovations to the house, the person who flipped it hit the pipe with a sawzall, but like just barely. So basically, the integrity of the wall, the copper wall, was affected. Yeah. So that doesn't just happen immediately. It doesn't just pop open, but eventually pressure builds up, and then there's a pinhole leak, and water was probably running for at least an hour. I mean, I had to pick up gallons and gallons of water from my basement with a shop vac.
That's fucked, dude. So part of the reason why I wanted to ask you about it was because I remember, man, I had to have been 9-10 years old, something like that. And I remember waking up, and my dad was just furious. I mean, that was like some of the first cuss words I remember hearing my dad say. And I just heard running water. And so basically what happened, either me or my sister, it's still unclear exactly who this day, when they flushed the toilet, something got stuck. So shit overflowed, and then no one was awake, no one was paying attention, so we didn't catch it. So that water was just building up, and it seeped through the floor, down, ceiling, all the way through into the kitchen, bro. And so
it was on the second floor.
It was on the third.
Well,
and then down to the second floor, and dripped all the way in. So I just remember my dad just cussing like a sailor. He was so mad. And I woke up. I woke up and I was scared for a while, and then I just went back to bed. And then the next morning, it was a disaster, dude. And so again, similar thing. They had to redo everything, bro. Like it was bad. I remember having to sleep in the hotel for like a week and a half because they just had to do so much. So yeah, I
don't think we're gonna have that here, especially because the area that was affected was the basement.
Yeah,
which I can give a fuck about that basement, bro. Like I want it fixed, but I'm like, at least it's not my living space.
Yeah.
What's concerning me is they're like, yo, we're gonna have to rip up the floor to make sure there's no water on this level that's just sitting. And they're like, oh, the style of floor, that means all the floors gotta be redone. I'm like, bro, that's impossible. There's no fucking way. But they're trying to tell me that.
You think they're just trying to gross you, or
it doesn't matter because it's insurance is paying for. All I pay for is $2,500. And their job isn't to replace it. Their job is to just stop the damage from happening, the flood damage, the mold. You don't want mold. The whole reason why the insurance company goes out and pays these motherfuckers is to stop the amount of loss they're going to take. Because if say, and then the thing is, me and Bree fucking did such a good job getting up the water. If we didn't do that, there would have been even more damage. They're not gonna have to. We don't think they're gonna have to knock down walls because we, and Alex too. Alex, instructed me to go get a shop vac. He, told me what we had to do. We had to pull down some of the drywall so that it didn't spread. So you could contain it. And we picked up probably like 20 gallons of water from the floor.
That's so much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's ridiculous.
But yeah, we did that before the mitigation company even came. The mitigation company came 24 hours later. Had we not done that, the amount of damage would have been, disastrous. We would have been looking at, instead of like maybe 15 to 30 grand damage, we would have probably been looking at 40 to 60 grand worth of damage. So,
it
it
still sucks, dude.
Yeah, no, it's super, I feel
Just
like
inconvenient. It's absolutely.
you can't have anything nice anymore. And not to mention, like, honestly, work sucked, recently for me, and I don't need any more expenses.
Right.
But hopefully, I can turn this negative into a positive, and see what we can do.
Yeah. Do that, man. Yeah.
They write me a check for 40 grand. I'm just gonna buy a Bitcoin with it.
Just a whole Bitcoin.
Whole Bitcoin, some Ethereum, and then hopefully it turns into something else so I can fix the basement later.
Hopefully, man. I'm rooting for you. The Bitcoin just drops in value.
Oh my!
You lose all 40 grand and you still have a fuck basement.
Yo, fuck you, bro.
I'm sorry. Damn, man. True. Well, did you, moving on a little bit, did you feel like the Dolphins had a good draft? And that's always a relative thing, because people are like, oh, this team had a good draft, that team had a good draft. Well, you really don't know until at least they play.
So I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Like,
at the decisions they made?
We only had 4 picks. So,
in the entire draft?
Yeah, we lost.
Damn.
We would have had a first if we didn't.
One went to Denver, and then they traded that to get a coach.
Huh? Oh yeah, they did.
The Bradley Chubb.
Yeah, but no, we also lost one because of tampering with Tom Brady.
And they took a first from you, didn't they? That's fucked. That's a lot of draft capital.
Yeah.
A first round pick.
Yeah, I think that's a little extreme. Like, that's not nearly as bad as like Spygate and all those other all those other things. They got fined a couple $1,000, and I think for Spygate they lost 1 draft pick first round. But like that warrants.
That's way worse.
Yeah, that's way worse.
That's way worse.
And they were doing it for seasons.
Yeah, that's way worse than talking to someone.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember way back 2012 or 2013, the Chiefs got hit for tampering because I guess Andy Reid had text messages with Jeremy Maclin when he was still technically an Eagle. It was like, it's weird, bro. There's like a time frame of when they become a free agent and when the contract is up and everything. But Chiefs got hit for that. They didn't lose at first.
Yeah, I think it was egregious that we lost a full fucking pick. That's like ridiculous.
And then what about Tom Brady? He was able to play last year. Nothing. There's no. So
he's outside of his contract. He's not supposed to talk to other teams.
Yeah.
Either.
So is that so?
So why is he not?
Why didn't he get fucked?
Why you say fuck me for? But anyways, I'm confused because we went with a cornerback with our second.
When you already have 2 very capable.
Yeah.
Because you got Ramsey and then Xavier Howard on the other side. Yeah.
And then you got he was an undrafted rookie last year, and we had to use him more than we needed to, but he played really well. Kader Kohu. We have Nick Needham coming off an injury. He's going to be fine. I just thought it was weird. We need a tight end to replace Gesicki, and then with the 3rd round, we pick a running back. Okay, we have
Raheem.
Lil Raheem Mostert.
He's a good back. Though.
He is Little Raheem Mostert, and we had Jeff Wilson Jr., which he's not big, but he plays like he's big, which is fine. But then we draft another scat back. Dude's 6 foot, 180 pounds. Like, we don't need a running back like that. When we have Savon Ahmed and Miles Gaskins also signed to the team too. So we got we got 4 backs signed right now. Maybe
what position should they have addressed that they didn't?
Tight end.
Just tight end?
That tight end, bro, honestly.
What about the line, bro? Tua can't be. I mean, one.
They did draft the right tackle.
Okay.
Right tackle, or right guard. But they drafted him in the 4th. Like, what the fuck do you expect to get from that? We had a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and a 6th.
Eventual something.
Yeah, exactly. But like that's what I'm saying. The only reason why I think maybe that running back thing is a thing, they might be shipping either Raheem Mostert or Jeff Wilson in a trade with future draft capital for Dalvin. Because Dalvin wants a contract. They don't want to pay him. They put him on the trading block before the draft. So they might trade him. He wants to be here.
You think he's still premium? You think he's still a premium back though?
Absolutely. He's a difference maker for that team. He's the 2nd best player on that offense.
Yeah.
2nd best player on that offense, and he's an upgrade to either Jeff Wilson Jr. or Raheem Mostert. I like both of those backs. Don't get me wrong, but I just think we'll be better off with Dalvin. He's a great dual threat back. Runs hard, also can catch well out of the backfield. Perfect for Tua to bail him out.
Fair enough.
How you feel about your? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, did you see all this stuff? Everyone's salty at the Chiefs for the way they handled the draft.
No, how did they
see?
handle it?
Well, basically everyone's bitching about NFL drafts are not home games, essentially, right? And so the way they started off the draft before they even announced the pick, I'm surprised you didn't see this. They had Patrick Mahomes and even the draft, and Mahomes was carrying the Super Bowl trophy. And then he says, Kansas City, what up? And gets the crowd all high. Says it's still majority Chiefs fans there. And then Travis Kelce, who's probably pretty lit, goes and talks some on the mic, and people were just all salty about it. There's a video of Travis Kelce doing when he has the Lombardi and he has the beer and he drinks it off the Lombardi, but it wasn't the actual Lombardi. It was like a replica that a fan had. But he's on the stage, on the NFL draft stage, and he chugs the beer, and then he throws the beer, and then he throws the fake Lombardi down, and everyone's hyped, but people are pissed off about it.
No, fuck it. The Super Bowl champs to do whatever the fuck they want.
I can agree. The only thing is how many times you win the Super Bowl and then host the NFL draft. Because the NFL draft is decided 4 years in advance.
Yeah.
So, you can be mad at it, but at the end of the day, they won the Super Bowl, and then they had, in the span of 3 months, a parade and an NFL draft.
I don't give a fuck if it wasn't in their hood. It doesn't matter. It could have been in Vegas. The draft could have been in Vegas. If Kelce and fucking Mahomes are in attendance, they could go fucking announce their pick, whatever.
Yeah.
What is that? What they did? They announced their pick.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
no. They had Clark Hunt, the owner, announce the pick, and they brought up the 3 Super Bowl trophies. But again, it's in Kansas City.
Yeah,
It's also about putting on a show. And dude, what's crazy is they had it right in front of Union Station, which I've literally been to 20 times, bro. Like that's where I forget. It's either my Instagram or Facebook picture. That's the picture. Is my dad took a picture of us in the drone right in front of Union Station. And so that's where they hosted the draft, bro. And so that's like right in front of the World War I memorial. So that was sweet, bro. I wish I could have been there, but got to work ultimately. So, but overall, the Chiefs, I thought, they addressed all the needs.
Did you get a wide receiver
in the 2nd? Yeah.
Is he fast? Is he big? What kind of?
a little bit of everything. Again, not everyone loved the pick. I'm trying to tell you his name.
Yeah,
Rashee Rice. So he had a good senior season. And then the first round picks was Felix Uzama, who's the edge rusher. So I don't know. I'm not gonna act like I know a whole lot about those guys. Their first round was a pick who was born in Kansas City, who went to K-State. So that got everyone hyped up just because he was a local kid who got drafted in the first. But
only 6 feet 203. Let's see what his 40 time is.
I don't think he's the fastest, but I think he has pretty good control.
4.51.
Yeah,
you don't have to be super fast if you run routes. Look at like Wes Welker.
Mm-hmm.
That dude's 40 times like a 4.6 or a 4.7
too.
No stride.
He's be what 5'10" or something.
5'10", yeah. And he had a wonderful career.
He did. So we'll see, man. I'm excited though. The thing is that the rest of the picks, the last 4 picks, all defense. So praying for good defense, bro. That's all they need, and then it's done.
We got another viewer. I don't know. Shout out to the viewer. I'm trying to get some more people.
But yeah, man, always excited for always.
No, I'm super. Yo, bro, I'm insulted. Like they changed like the Dolphins' odds to win their division. We're like plus 450. Jets are plus 300. They jumped to plus 300, and then
the Bills are still
plus 150 or something like that. I get the Bills thing, but I'm like, yo, how you jump up the Jets that much? I know Aaron Rodgers means a lot.
Yeah, they also get Breece Hall back too, and if he's again
anything what he was like before,
he's gonna be.
And then they added Alan Lazard, they added McCole Hardman.
So they got a squad. I mean,
they do. I'm not denying it. I just think
do something first before you anoint them.
J Ram is a big deal, dog. Vic Fangio is a big deal. Like he's not a great head coach, I'll tell you that. But he's been a great defensive coordinator. You know, I think he's gonna have that defense dialed in.
When they release the schedule, we'll have to request the time off for the game.
Oh, we're going to it. You're gonna have your heart broken when Tyreek gives you the deuces, dog. You know he's putting them up.
Hell no, dog. Because he was back in Kansas City for the draft, and it's funny because I mean at the end of the day, you know, if you're a Chiefs fan and you meet Tyreek Hill, you're still gonna still gonna love him, right? Because he won a Super Bowl. He's the fastest man in the NFL. Yada yada. I still love Tyreek, even though my demeanor might not seem like it. But he was like, there's this one video where he's like giving away shit, and he's having kids like spin something, and again most of them were wearing Chiefs stuff. And he signs this kid's hat, and then he's like, well, who's the best team in the NFL? And the kid's obviously like the Chiefs, and he's like, I'm taking this back, and he's just joking with them, but. It's funny. There's still love for Tyreek and KC, but how do you feel that he said that basically he's going to do the contract with the Dolphins and then he's going to retire?
That's fine. He lived up his contract. That's fine. That means we'll have him until 2025, 2026.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's cool. We got 10 seasons. Call it career. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to probably stay longer, but.
If he bounces, he bounces.
He got to be the highest paid wide receiver. He's got a Super Bowl ring. Mm-hmm. He's about to get a second one.
Yeah.
You know.
Wishful thinking, man.
I'm all on the hopium. I'm not gonna go out here and say we're gonna have a Super Bowl. But what I am gonna tell you is we're gonna have a playoff win next year. I can't tell you if we'll have multiple playoff wins. We're gonna have a playoff win, bro. We fucking took the Bills, the beginning of the season Super Bowl favorites, okay, to the brink. We lost by 3. with a third string undrafted quarterback.
Yeah, I think the Bills ended up being fraudulent towards the end, though, just because the lack of fight they put up against Cincinnati was embarrassing.
I honestly think if they played y'all, I'm not saying they would have won. I'm saying it would have been a way better contest.
Yeah,
you
Just
gotta
the way
understand
the
the matchups.
Mhm.
There's stylistically, there's it just works that way. Also, I told Bert, I said, dog, that signing of Von Miller is gonna fucking haunt y'all. Y'all paid that motherfucker too much money. You're not gonna get a full season any year. You gotta hope that he gets injured early in the season and then comes back.
Yeah,
Like-
dude, Von Miller's just old, bro. You're right. It was way too much
Bro,
money for
even
the
on
age.
the Broncos, he was injury prone. His last couple
He
seasons,
tore an ACL one season. I remember that.
and then he was dinged.
But also in his prime, he won them a Super Bowl.
Yeah, oh, absolutely, almost by himself.
Mhm.
Him and C.J. Anderson won them the Super Bowl.
Yep. So I get where they're coming from, but it's a bad contract because of how
Terrible.
long it was and how much
Terrible.
they paid him.
Terrible. I'll call it a bad contract. The Heat are filled with bad contracts. Duncan Robinson, he made
American runs on
Duncan Robinson has like a 4-year, $90 million contract. No, it might be 4 years, $72 million contract, but it's backloaded. So this season, he made more money than Dwayne Wade ever did on the Heat. I know that.
Isn't that some shit?
I know the things are
Inflation.
inflated, and the salary caps get bigger or whatever. But still, Duncan Robinson is a role player making more money than Wade ever did on the Heat.
Yeah.
More money than LeBron made on the Heat. LeBron, bro, let me tell you, those contracts sucked. They took less money for a reason to win championships. But Bosh and LeBron made $19 million
A year?
while Wade made 17. At the time, Wade could have made, if Wade stayed and they didn't have the big three, he could have made like 26,
Yeah.
27 million a year. Easy.
Now, the top players are getting 40
Yeah.
in the NBA, roughly?
40, 50. You have people making 50 million.
Lamar just got 52 mil a year.
Yeah. Balling.
Yeah. If Lamar can stay healthy, he's worth it.
Oh, for sure. If you look at, this is a quarterback that didn't win the Super Bowl. Michael Vick, electrifying.
Mhm.
Whenever he comes to town,
Mm-hmm.
sold out. Whether your fucking team normally sells out or not, it's sold out because he's that
You wanna
exciting to play. That's just like, I'm gonna go see LeBron play in. I'm not a fucking Nuggets fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go see LeBron play. I am a LeBron fan. But like that's the thing. But Lamar Jackson, he sells tickets.
Mm-hmm.
He sells tickets. He's electrified. And he's not a bad passer. He gets
Not at all.
he gets dogged because of how good he is as a runner. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a running back playing quarter. No, he's not. He's a quarterback that can fucking run.
Yeah.
No,
I just think it's crazy, bro, because Joe Burrow's going to get an extension as well, and then Mahomes will be like the 7th highest paid quarterback in the league.
Yeah, but he's got the longevity contract. I rather have, what is he at, $500 million over 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have that contract than to have 5 years for $250
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
all day,
Mhm.
Because
He's locked in.
at least I know I'm gonna make that.
Mhm.
I mean, it's not all guaranteed.
Now, will they restructure that so he gets paid more eventually? He's going to have to, because
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I think so, because if you look at the way that it's trending, in 8 years from now, he'll be getting paid $52 million, which is what Lamar just signed. So, like shit.
If anything, they're gonna restructure it where he makes less.
Well, they do that sometimes. I don't understand how it works, bro. They convert money, salary into
To
signing
bonus
bonus,
because it doesn't count against the cap.
but then
That's what Rodgers did.
yeah, but I just why I say I don't understand it is then okay. Why wouldn't you just do that with everyone? There's got to be some kind of logistics, some kind of
Because that's guaranteed money. Signing bonus money is guaranteed.
like you get it right away.
Right away. Boom, done. And
Mhm.
it's basically like the owner writing a check
Mm-hmm.
to that player.
Still, at the same time, like there's enough players that are worth it.
Yeah.
And like, dude, if you can have Mahomes not have very much against the cap, you just give him the money up front. They're do that all day.
Yeah.
So,
honestly, it should be all guaranteed. Like basketball, it's all guaranteed. It kind of it cripples franchises, but
Football's too rough of a sport, bro.
who cares?
All guaranteed. It makes no sense.
That makes more sense.
It doesn't.
For the player, it makes more sense.
Yeah, obviously for the player, it makes more sense.
Like versus basketball, you're less likely to get injured
in basketball.
Football's more dangerous. You should protect the player.
But that's why the team
Chris
try to stay away from that.
Chris Bosh got paid for the remainder of it because he re-signed after his first contract with the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically he was making like 24 million a year, and then he had blood clots, and he got paid the remainder of his fucking contract. But the beauty of the NBA, I don't know how the NFL works. So he ends up having to retire because of medical issues. Insurance pays that.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Heat. I mean, maybe the Heat probably pays some of it.
Oh, it's probably insurance through the Heat.
Yes.
It's like
but at the end of the exactly. So at the end of the day, he still got his money, and he didn't have to play.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, as a player, you want to have as much guarantee.
But it should
be
about the players. I mean, you're dealing with billionaires.
Sure.
You're dealing with fucking billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pay these fucking people. They're making you billions of dollars.
No, I got you. At the same time, through their eyes, it's a business. I mean, Lamar got 180 million, I think, guaranteed out of 250. Which, considering, I mean, that's pretty damn good.
It's 191. He got 191.
Mm-hmm. But also, if you get injured and then you can't play again, then you no longer provide any value to your team. That's just the fucked up reality of it.
That's the fucking risk you take.
Yeah.
That himself creates higher stock in the franchise. So you sell more tickets, you sell more merch, you make more money. You do that. That's no different. So in the Army, you get enlisted. You're enlisted. You fucking go out. You get hurt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're 100% disabled, guess what? They pay you for the rest of your fucking life.
I know that's comparing apples to oranges, though. That's neither here nor
hey,
there.
you know that's a terrible. I just want to comparing apples and oranges is a terrible fucking saying.
They're both fruit.
They're both fruit. They're
different.
They are comparable.
I mean, you can compare anything.
They're comparable. They're both sweet.
But citrus, and depending on the apple, it's not always sweet.
No,
you get a Granny Smith up in this.
They're sweet and sour. They're sweet.
Sour.
They're sweet and sour.
But yeah, I mean, again, dude, if you sign a 5-year contract,
this is what I've been missing, dog.
The sweet drink. Hey, 60 days sober.
Hey, I did it. 60 days.
No, that's well done. And again, you didn't break either. Even
bro,
there were many a time where it's like, why not?
Everyone's fucking birthdays were happening, and no,
that's good self-control, bro.
Bro, I challenge you to try it, bro.
Well, I don't know about 60 days. I'll probably do a month or something soon.
I think you'll feel good, and you'll probably extend it to 60.
Maybe. Well, the other thing is that, like, I don't know. I don't want to just be like, what if there is a jolly occasion that comes up, and I do want to celebrate? That's the thing. It's more about
like learning how to celebrate without.
Yeah, and there's fair.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes when we went out, I was like, man, this shit fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And maybe I would have been in a different mood.
Sure. To drive everyone back at the end of the night.
We got this motherfucker snoring on the podcast.
Him too.
He's unfazed, bro. He didn't even move, bro. just chilling. This motherfucker got startled like a motherfucker. But we're at 40 minutes, so we gotta talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say, the bear in the room. What did he say? He says he pokes bears.
Mm-hmm. He said he don't respect no one until they come give him 40.
Yo,
that's what he
fuck said. Dillon Brooks.
He was bricks, bro. Dude, if you're gonna go at the king, bro, you at least gotta have a sword. Yeah, like that dude probably shot like 28% from the field of the series.
He was horrible. He went while Dillon Brooks is guarding him. Mm-hmm. LeBron is 56%. Mm-hmm. 56%. Mm-hmm. Like saying, "Oh, you don't respect nobody." And you know what was the softest thing about it all? When they won that game, he was talking shit like to the cameras. I mean, to the reporters. Then the game they lose, and then the game after that they lose. Doesn't show.
So he actually got fined.
Yeah, he got fined 20. Yeah, bro, if you're gonna do it, do it. And then he goes on like Instagram and says, the media paints me as a villain. I didn't ask for this. No, nigga, you said you poke bears. Mm-hmm. That's what you do. You label yourself that. You make yourself seem like you're this bad guy,
and you didn't even protect yourself at all. Like, it's one thing if he's like, hey, LeBron's arguably the greatest ever. However, again, this is my still talk your shit and still show some respect. You know what I'm saying? No, you literally said, I don't respect you.
And he also said, he's old. That was
he did.
No,
he did. And LeBron is old, but at the same time, he's better than your bum ass. I hate to say it, dude, but I think that almost dug the Grizzlies' grave.
Yeah. Oh, and then the Ja saying he's good in the West. Asked before the playoffs started, he's like, nah, we good in the West, because they didn't know if it was going to be the Lakers or Minnesota. Whoever it is, we good in the West.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Where did we do this?
Hey, before I go, how old LeBron is? Anybody know how old LeBron is? Oh, okay. I'll spot it up.
The dreads.
Hey, y'all, we still in the West, right? No, we still in the West. It's all good, man. Bang, we still in the West? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Anybody know how LeBron is? Really, not all LeBron is. We still good in the West, right? All LeBron is. We still good in the West, Tom. We still good in the West, right? Not all LeBron is. We still good in the West, right? Hey, real quick. My ham's hurt, right? What's your excuse? My ham's hurt. What am I say to you? Yeah, okay. Hey, Tim, it's a parade. It's a city, yeah. Get your dumbass on somewhere. No, let him go. Come on. It's a parade. So I said, come on.
I mean, to stop it there, but yeah, that's literally.
Yeah, but at least Ja's a superstar, man.
He averaged 25 points a game with a fucked up hand.
Yeah,
and
again, Ja's one of the most entertaining players, bro.
He
jumps up and fucking.
He's Lamar Jackson of basketball.
Yeah, that's not a bad comparison. Yeah. It's just
electrifying.
Just dunking over. He can dunk over anyone, bro.
But he doesn't
jump straight over LeBron.
Bro, he doesn't care. He just sends it. He just legitimately. Mm-hmm. He's the definition of sends it.
But it's entertaining as fuck. I do like John Morant, but nah, they got fucked, bro. They got fucked, and again, it was dug his fucking own grave.
No,
it's tied.
No, it's 3-2 Bruins.
Oh,
come on, Cats.
How much time left?
Oh, it's 10 minutes and 58 seconds.
Damn, still a lot of time.
We good in the. I don't even know what the divisions are.
We're good in the Central, or no, it'd still be the East.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on in the background for us without the audio. Predictions: Lakers versus Warriors. Who you got?
Oh shit, dude. So one thing I'll say about the Warriors, Clay's not looking that good. Draymond at the end of the day. He's gonna have some games where he makes a lot of things happen, but he's never really gonna put up a lot of points. Jordan Poole doesn't look nearly as good as he did last year, bro. I hate to say it. Actually, I don't really hate to say it, but I think the Lakers win that series.
In 6. Lakers in
Maybe
6.
7.
Lakers in
Maybe
6.
7. I think the Lakers win. I think the Nuggets beat the Suns in 5. And then we get the matchup that we really want is what it comes down to. And I don't care if we got to take a day off. We got to make a whole day up in Denver out of it. We have the spot that we always park, and then the strip. Do you ever see those photos of, I don't know what street it is, but it's up in Denver and there's all those flags. Like they'll hang up a bunch of Colorado flags, or they'll hang up Avalanche jerseys, or they'll hang up Nuggets jerseys.
I don't know.
Let me see. I gotta.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You took the picture.
I took a picture there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Market Street.
I forget what they call it.
Or
Walking district. There's something like that. And,
Ocean Prime's right there.
Mm-hmm. And they got
Cheesecake Factory's right there.
They have a Tenth Montana.
Yeah.
They have the Sweet Mexican restaurant. So there's just like a bunch of food. So what we'll do is we'll get some scooters, fuck around for a little bit, and then we'll hit up a restaurant, get a nice meal, get a couple drinks, and then walk over to the stadium, and then go in from there, dude. So
Larimer Square.
The what?
Larimer Square.
I don't know.
I think something like that. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, but it's right by the stadium, dude. Lakers Nuggets, bro. It's gonna be good. Unfortunately,
I got Lakers in 6.
In that one?
Mm-hmm. No. I'm talking about the Golden State.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would have Lakers in 6 again.
Nah, dog.
Bro, let me tell you something. Your fucking your Nuggets have no answer for Anthony Davis. Bro, motherfuckers talk shit about the bubble, but in the bubble we and Jamal Murray played.
I get that. Well, and Jamal Murray did very well in the bubble as well.
He did. So we can't say, oh, it's the bubble. That's the only reason why they did it. So all I'm saying is Anthony Davis is going to eat Jokic up for lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinners for beginners.
So the first thing I'll say to that is, yeah, if he can even stay healthy. I mean, the motherfucker injured on every other play.
But yeah.
So there's that.
He's the only player that every time he goes up and comes down, I'm like,
if anything, this last series, Anthony Davis, when people are shooting against him, they're only making like 30% or something. What I'll say is I don't think that. I'm more worried about his defense on Jokic than I would be his offense on him. That's what I'll say.
oh, bro, he's gonna average.
Jokic is still gonna do the thing he always does. He's gonna have he's probably gonna have a triple double almost every other game. He's gonna dribble. He's gonna toss it up, and it's gonna go in.
He's the best. He's the best passing big in basketball.
You can also shoot the three, bro. He'll
Yeah,
make 2 or
yeah,
3
yeah,
threes a game. But what it's going to come down to is, I mean, do you guys have an answer for Jamal Murray? Schroeder? Nah, dog. Jamal Murray's going to feast every game.
No, it's first off, it's Jarrett Vanderbilt that would be guarding him,
What?
and he's a solid long defender. I mean, Ja Morant, he didn't stop Ja Morant, but he didn't do it at an efficient pace. And he also if he didn't have those 24 points in garbage time that one game, I mean his averages would be fucking horrible.
But also Jamal Murray is a better shooter than Ja Morant.
He is. But he's not a better athlete. So when you don't have to worry about someone who's faster than everybody and jumps higher than everybody, it makes things different.
You don't got to worry about Murray jumping over everyone and trying to dunk it. But dude,
let's let the Lakers get past Golden State.
That's true.
That's a tough task.
That is.
And then honestly,
the Phoenix Suns are also a very good
tall.
team
It's
as
a
well.
tall task for both teams, both of our teams.
But Nuggets got it. The Nuggets need to go to the finals, bro, because it's never happened before. And
Heat in 5 against the Knicks, and then I don't know who we're gonna play. Pretty sure it's Boston. If we play Boston again, we're probably gonna lose that series. Like I'm almost guaranteed. They're just matched.
Yeah.
They got an answer for everything we got.
But what I'll say about the Heat, though, is that they've already surpassed the expectations. Like, just in the sense that they were a 7th, or no, what were they? Were they
Eighth seed that
Eighth.
lost the first. Well, no, they were a 7th seed that lost the first playing game, which bumped them down to fighting for their
Mhm.
lives against Chicago to become the 8th seed.
Mhm.
So they originally were a 7th seed, but they became the 8th seed. Come on, Cats.
They emptied the net yet? How much time's left?
Oh, 10 minutes. 9
Oh,
minutes.
yeah, they're not going to do it yet. Dude, that's one of the most exciting times in hockey, though, when they empty the net and they got 6 guys out there on like just trying to score rapidly. That shit's intense.
They're still in it. They're still in it. They got this. They're so hard to score in like soccer and hockey. Like that's why basketball is so good, because it's just like so much scoring. It's instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know, football is high scoring, can be high scoring too.
Mhm.
You know, you guys got the highest scoring game of all time against the Rams.
High scoring Monday night. It's like the 3rd highest of all time.
Okay, you guys
That game was
100
incredible.
points, right?
105 points combined.
So let's think about it first. Who won?
Rams did.
They did.
Mhm.
I wasn't being
Well,
like
No, I got you. Mahomes with 6 touchdown passes, but 4 turnovers that game.
so he. Okay, so then that kind of. So I was about to ask you, is that like just great offense, or is it terrible defense?
It was an all around good game. If you watch the highlights from it, there was a scoop and score for the Rams. There's a scoop and score for the Chiefs. There was numerous, or at least a couple.
Was that
interceptions
Super
on
Bowl
both
Rams, or was it the year before?
That was
No,
that was the year.
golf.
Yeah, that was the year they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the
Patriots. Yeah.
Worst Super Bowl ever. Would have been better. We got robbed of a Chiefs. We got robbed of the rematch of that game in the Super Bowl because of fucking D4 offsides. Fucking. Can you censor what I'm about to say?
No.
No.
Don't do it. We want this episode to stand. But yeah, we're at 52 minutes.
Yeah.
We should cut
Let's
it.
wrap it up. Yeah, we get back into it though. We just gotta get some more guests, find a little more consistency.
Yeah.
Finally got a reasonable paycheck that we can actually.
Yo, we're about to, bro. I'm telling you, once we have both setups
Yeah.
already
Back and
established,
forth.
it's gonna be easy.
Yeah,
I would like to have it set up where like all I got to do is bring my laptop.
mhm.
That's all I got to
Press
do
a couple buttons and then
and be done. You know.
do that.
Our next guest is gonna be my friend. We're gonna call him Mogert. He's been on Mogert, low fat Mogert.
He's been on before.
Yes, he's been
Is
on.
this Angel?
No, not Angel. That's Beast Mode,
East mode.
aka Beast Mode. My friend James. He's
Is he been on when I've been on?
no.
Oh,
He's been on
All right.
previous iteration of the podcast.
True.
And I will tell you this: there's going to be a couple episodes without you while I'm on vacation.
That's fine, man.
The original co-host
Camo did cool.
Camo will be on there when I go to Dallas, because I'm going spending 2 days with my pops in Palm Beach,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to Cocoa
You
Beach.
said Dallas?
Yeah. But hold on, I'm 2 days in Palm Beach, then I'm going to Cocoa Beach. I got a Airbnb. My boy Nick Flo is going to be there, and Corbin Links, the original. They're the guy who orchestrated the Awesome Life podcast originally. So I'm gonna do that, bro. Relax. So I'm gonna do a podcast with him and Nick, and then I'm gonna do one with so I'm gonna spend 2 days in Orlando, and then I'm driving up to Destin, spending a day in Destin, day in Nolens, and then 2 days in Dallas. And when I'm in Dallas, Camo the Cool, he was a co-host of the podcast as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do probably 2 episodes.
Okay. Hell yeah.
You know, on the road.
No, it's dope, dude.
Yeah.
Make sure to tune in, bro.
Tune
Get me
in.
on the live stream so I can talk to the Steve Corbin.
Yeah. He calls you Chili Willy.
Chili Willy.
Anyways, Awesome Life Podcast, episode 70. You know, gentlemen sweep. Thank you for rocking with us. Tune in, turn up. See you next week. Peace.
And we out.